So this morning, we've got 90 seconds on, 30 seconds off. The 90 seconds is split up into 3 exercises and then 30 seconds rest. So in the first, you're going to do 3 rounds of these first 3 exercises. So 30 seconds of a walking lunge, 30 seconds of a yoga push-up, and 30 seconds of prone floor slides, which I'll show you those 3 things. And we're going to repeat that 3 times. So a total of 6 minutes. And then we've got another group of 3 exercises that we'll repeat. And so we've got a total working time of 24 minutes this morning, so a little bit longer. But walking lunge obviously is just, you can hold weight if you're holding weight, but otherwise we're just stepping forward, tapping your knee to the floor, stepping through, and you'll just kind of walk around the space that you have. So that's the walking lunge. Yoga push-up, you go down for a push-up and then up into like a downward facing dog. So you're here to the push-up, and then we slide back, push your hips up to the ceiling. We want a big shoulder stretch here. Try to get your legs straight and a nice straight line from your hands straight up your back to your tailbone. And then you just come back to the push-up. Okay, so it's kind of like the warm-up we did yesterday, plus the push-up. All right, and then prone floor slide. Basically, if I'm lying on my belly here, you're gonna have your forearms off the floor, and we're just sliding, kind of arms parallel to the floor, just sliding up and down while you're lying on your belly. So it's like this. If you find that you're not able to keep your hands off the floor, you can just hinge over at your hips just like this and work this way, keeping your chest away from the floor. Okay, but we're already doing the push-ups, so we might as well just go right down to the floor. Next 3 is actually only 2 exercises, but you're going to do a deadlift, right? So whatever, whether if your hands go to your knees, that's good. If your hands can go lower, if you can go to the floor, that's good too. But what we want is all the movement here in your hips, right? Once you're done 30 seconds of deadlift, you'll go 30-second side plank, and I'll talk through the variations there. And then we go 30 seconds side plank on the other side, okay? All right. So we're wrapping up our foam roll here. Great turnout yesterday for the Holiday Hold'em Challenge. We've already got 23 people signed up. So I expect that to continue. I think we should get at least, my goal is 100 people. We should have every member in this. There's no reason to not have every member in. But basically we're keeping our weight steady through the holidays, and only some of it's going to be workout based. A lot of it's going to be like nutrition support, different strategies you can use, how to navigate. Well, there won't be holiday parties really this year, but it's going to be a tough holiday season for weight gain, I'm guessing, just because everyone's going to be inside all the time. But yeah, so we want to try to get every member in that, plus some people that are outside. Ted, thanks for signing up. Karen? Yeah. So, okay, good. Let's start off on the floor today. We're going to do a glute bridge. So we push your hips up, belly strong. Right, and then we're sliding those hands up and down. So we're just taking your shoulders through a range of motion here while we're doing our glute bridge. And relax. All right, let's go feet up to the ceiling, dropping one heel at a time. Keep your belly strong. All right, so we're dropping one leg at a time. The farther you go, the harder it is. So keep that in mind. but we're keeping our hips and pelvis steady while you drop a heel. All right. Good. From there, we'll just roll over on your side. All right. And so today we're just gonna, you can open up if you like this, the chest stretch, but today we're just gonna keep a hand here and focus on the upper body part, right? So I think a lot of times if we have our shoulder involved, it ends up being not much turning and a lot of moving your shoulder around. So today we're just gonna keep your hand right on your rib cage here, and we'll open up and really focus on trying to get your chest to face the ceiling. Always keeping your belly strong. Don't let this top knee pull backwards, right? Because that means we're moving your hips. You know your hips are steady if you're not getting that knee pulling back off of your upper, or your upper knee off of your lower knee. So we just open up, close, open up, and close. And what it'll feel like here is pulling that shoulder blade back towards your spine. Really trying to look up towards the ceiling. All right, let's go to the other side. Again, hands gonna stay on the rib cage today. Close your shoulders, so roll your chest down towards the ground. Keep those knees glued right on top of each other. And open up. And good. All right, let's come up to one knee. So tucking your tailbone under, getting that hip flexor stretch. From there, we're gonna take your arm and reach up and over. All right, so we wanna do this, we're not gonna be flexing forward. Pretend you're sandwiched in between two walls and you're just reaching up and over. Stand tall over top of that knee. Then the second part of this, you're gonna take your foot, your back foot, and spin it out, right? So effectively you're taking you're sort of rotating your thigh in, keep everything else the same, and we reach up again. And good, let's go to the other side. So we're getting tall, stretch right down your hip flexor or even quad here. Trapped between those two walls, you're reaching up and over, staying as tall as you can, reaching just past your midline. Keeping that tailbone tucked under. And good, let's relax. Now take your back foot, spin it out. Right, so when you spin your foot out, you rotate your thigh in, and we reach up again. And good. Let's go ahead and stand. And last bit of warm up here, we're going to do some reverse lunges combined with SLDL. So we'll get the two, mix the two movements. We're going to step backwards. And then as you come up, you're going to keep that front leg glued to the ground and go for an SLDL. Lunge backwards, SLDL. So we just combine the movement. Kill two birds with one stone. Or as Trailer Park Boys say, get two birds stoned at once. Good Canadian comedy. All right, let's switch to the other side. And good. Okay, we're ready to go here. We'll get right into it. Remember the first 3 movements: walking lunge for 30 seconds, yoga push-up for 30 seconds, and the prone floor slide. Okay, lying on your belly, sliding those arms up and down. Okay, so this first one could be unweighted. If you're just working back into it. Could also be, you could hold 2 weights for the walking lunge, and that would kick things up quite a bit. All right, so we're going to get right into it here. Starting in 5 seconds. So grab the weight, whatever weight you're using. 3, 2, 1, and off we go. First 30 seconds, walking lunge. Five seconds left in the lunge. 3, 2, 1, and yoga push-up. Here we go. So down for a push-up, then you're pushing your tailbone up towards the sky. Sort of fold in half. Looking for a big range of motion through your shoulders here. Okay, 3, 2, 1, and prone floor slide. We go right down to the floor. And sliding up and down. Using those shoulder blades. Try not to clench your cheeks. So we don't want your low back to be clenching here. Three seconds, 2, 1, and relax. Okay, we got 30 seconds rest. Yeah, on the floor slide, we don't want you to be arching up here with your low back. So this should be relaxed. Your cheeks should be relaxed. Your chest is going to be right on the floor. It can help to, like if you have a couch cushion or something, you can put a couch cushion under your chest. We're back up to the top here for round 2 of 3, starting off with lunges. Here we go, walking lunge. Three seconds, 2, 1. Yoga push-up, here we go. Ten seconds left. And prone floor slide, here we go. Making sure as you bring your elbows down that your shoulders are away from your ears. So always pulling shoulder blades and elbows down into your back pockets. 3 seconds, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, last round of these 3, and we're going to move on to the next 3. but we are coming back, right? So we've got a little bit of a break, but we are coming back to do 3 more rounds after we do the next group of 3. All right. Walking lunges, last round for now. Here we go. Yoga push up in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. And floor slide, last 30 seconds. Spreading those shoulder blades nice and wide as you reach. Five seconds. 2, 1, and relax. All right, next 3 exercises. Deadlift. So we're picking up from the floor. Use as much knee bend as you need to, but there's going to be lots of hinging in your hips. Back's nice and flat from your tailbone up through the back of your head. And side plank, I'll talk through the variations there when we get there. Let's have a deadlift weight ready. We're going to go into it. And here we go. Should feel the tension in the back of your legs. Think about giving yourself that hamstring stretch. So as soon as you feel that hamstring stretch, use that stretch. You're pulling down with your hamstrings, and it turns your hips and stands you up. All right, side plank, here we go. Variations here. You can stack your knees up, so we can go from the knees and stack up. A half step is the top leg straight, bottom leg bent. All right, so this is a good way to support if bent knees are too easy. And then, of course, straight body, which I'll do on the other side. Let's switch sides. If you're going straight legs, that top foot's going to set right in front. If you extend your arm and you go hand flat on the floor, it's more challenge for your shoulder, but less core challenge. So if you're trying to decide which one to do, in 3, 2, 1, rest. I actually kind of really like the bottom leg bent, top leg straight. It gets a good combination of the outside of your hip and your lateral core. So if you're looking for new stuff to try, I actually really like that variation. You can also just lift your top leg up. All right, deadlifts, here we go. Ten seconds left. Remember, if you're setting that weight down, it should be right in between your shoelaces. 2, 1, and side plank. Here we go. So again, you can bend your knees and separate your knees. Yeah, I think that's a good choice too. Also, if you need more of a challenge, you can straighten that both legs, and raise your top leg. Three seconds, 2, 1, and let's go other side. Ten seconds left. And rest. If you have dumbbells, good way to do the deadlift is just to hold the end of a dumbbell, let the handle be vertical, right? So you're holding one end down to touch the end of the dumbbell to the floor and come up, rather than trying to hold with two hands. All right, last set of deadlifts for this round, and here we go, 30 seconds. As that weight is low or even on the floor, think about taking a sip of air. So you're here, everything gets strong, you take that sip of air, and then we stand up with the weight. And side plank, here we go. The reason you want to take a breath in or get more air into your lungs is, especially when you're lifting something heavy like that, it gives you a brace from the inside. So when you fill your lungs with air, it kind of helps you stay stable because you have pressure on the inside of your rib cage, and it helps to maintain strength on the outside. Other side. Ten seconds left. And rest. All right, we're halfway through. Going back up to the top for the walking lunges. If you're holding weight, you can hold it up under your chin, or you can hold on one side for 15 seconds and then switch hands for 15 seconds. I actually kind of like the offset, like the carry on one side, because then it just pulls you around differently. All right, walking lunge, here we go. Got 3 rounds and then we're done with these. Halfway. Yoga push-up in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. All right, prone floor slide. And here we go, last exercise in the group. Low back is relaxed. Cheeks are relaxed. Pulling that double chin back. So think about making a double chin rather than looking forward. 5 seconds. And rest. Back up to the top for the walking lunges. For round 2 of 3. So if you're having any issues at all with that floor slide, it's better to rest here. Maybe not rest, but get everything relaxed here. And then as you reach, you're trying to keep everything the way it was when you were here. All right, lunges, here we go. Halfway. And yoga push-up, here we go. Ten seconds left. And floor slide. Ten seconds left. And rest. All right. Round 3, last round of these. We got 8 minutes to go in the workout. 2 minutes here, 6 minutes in the next group. All right, last round of walking lunges. Ready, and here we go. Halfway. Five seconds left. And yoga push-up. Three seconds, 2, 1, down to the floor. Last floor slide. These are going to get harder as you get more fatigued and tight in your chest. Remember, we're kind of trying to open your chest up here, making that double chin. Five seconds left. And rest. All right, moving on. Deadlift, side plank, side plank. To finish up, 6 minutes to go, 3 rounds. So remember, especially on that first deadlift where you're picking it up from the floor, you're gonna get that stretch nice and strong, take a sip of air, make everything strong from the inside out. And we're off, here we go. Ten seconds left. And side plank, here we go. Always making sure your top shoulder is pulled back. So your t-shirt logo should face straight forward, not down towards the floor. 5 seconds left. Switch sides. Ten seconds. Three, two, one, relax. Okay, 2 rounds to go. All right. Starting in 3, 2, 1. Back to the deadlifts. Five seconds left. And side plank. Ten seconds. And switch sides. Well, nice and strong, keeping that hip pocket up towards the ceiling. 5 seconds left. And rest. All right, last round coming up. One thing to think about on the deadlift, if you think about that whole chain, if you're tight in your hamstrings, it's going to make you, let's go with the deadlifts. I'll talk while we do it. If you're tight in your hamstrings, it's going to make your back round over if you're going all the way to the floor. So you've got to give yourself a little bit more knee bend if you're tight in your hamstrings so that you can keep your low back flat. Because if you try to do it with straight legs, your hamstrings are going to stop and the rest of you is going to go to the floor by rounding your back over. And side plank, here we go. Fifteen seconds on this side. Switch sides. Last 30. Ten seconds left. Three, two, one, and rest. All right. That's all we got for today. Okay. So, like I said, I think that is a little bit of less intensity than what we typically do, But I don't know. I got a good sweat out of it. So yeah, hopefully you guys have a great day. If you haven't signed up for the Holiday Hold'em Challenge yet, make sure you do that, because it's going to be that's going to be a lot of fun. And it would, this year in particular, it'll be good to have the support through the holidays and a little extra motivation too. Okay, so check it out. If it's for you, which I think it's for everybody in this group, let's jump on board and do it. Okay, you guys have a great day. We'll see you soon. Mark, good to see you.